Hey guys, welcome back to the Grovester. So this week most of our stuff came from yard sales and estate sales. We didn't find a lot at the thrift stores. So let me know if you're seeing the same trend that it's just not a good time of year for the thrift stores, or if it's just the year itself that more people are doing estate and yard sales. So let's get into some of the cool finds that we found this week when we did find some stuff. So first up, we found this one is pretty cool. It's Barbie Stacy Kelly, and with Barbies, they are hit and miss. So if you're new to reselling, don't grab every Barbie that you see. Look them up. This one, where it's a little more unique with the whole family and a holiday one, it's worth getting, but not all vintage Barbies are worth it. I also picked up some Madame Alexanders. These ones were like new in the box. I got them for like $5 a piece. The most Madame Alexanders you can get $20, $30, depending on which one. Sometimes you get $100 ones. These ones were, let's see which Madame Alexanders these are. These ones aren't going to be the super expensive ones. More unique ones will get you, these are the international dolls. So they're still collectible. People will go after them. You're just not going to get like $100 for these Madame Alexander. So be careful when you're looking at those. You don't want to pay up on those unless they are worth it. And lots and lots of Christmas stuff this time around. So first off, after we did our video about Christmas ornaments, thank you for letting us know about Radco's. I kind of was already tracking them. I wasn't paying attention to the brand, but we were able to get a whole bunch of vintage Radco's with tags. And when I looked these up, they were somewhere in the 30 to 40, but this guy was closer to $100 because he's a little more unique. When they're like first Christmas or baby's first Christmas, sometimes those don't sell as much because they're very specific. So when you're looking for ornaments, Radco's are a great one. They're big glass ornaments. They'll say Radco on them or have a tag. That's what you're looking for when you want to add to those. Speaking of Christmas ornaments, we got some crazy fun ones. These are like loony lanterns. So you put these on a light and they light up and they look like little UFO spaceship things. They were pretty cool, little stars and stuff in them. I picked them up for $5 and they were looking like $25 to $30. This is the time to get these and get these sold. People are looking for unique items like this. Also, I got stacks and stacks of ornaments. And I always talk about this. Don't pay more than a couple dollars for ornaments. A lot of times it's not worth it. So these ones are, don't want to turn them too much. Some Roush. These ones are actually, I believe these ones are Shiny Brights. Yeah, these ones are Shiny Brights, but they're more plain Shiny Brights. So they will go in like the $18 kind of range. They don't go for as much. These ones are some Holly Roush ones. They're pink and I bought them for $3. This box will probably get somewhere between 15 to 18. So they're worth it. I love that color. The more unique the color is, the more patterned it is, the more you're going to get for them. But basic ones sell a lot too. I just sold red, purple, and green in the last day. Just basic plain ones. Let's see what else. I picked up, speaking of Shiny Brights, let's see if I can move these very, very carefully here. Okay, so like I said, the more unique. So these ones have that mica on them. Said it to you, the more you can get to be able to lot them up, the better it is. These printed ones, these ones do great too. And then these ombre ones are pretty good. So those are all really cool finds. I picked them up. I uppaid a little bit for them. I actually paid like $1 to $2 an ornament, but where they're individual, they're going to sell for like $10 to $13 an ornament. The ombre ones I was able to get 5 of them, so I'm going to lot them up and sell them as 5. I saw people trying to sell one of them for like 13, and so I'm going to sell them in like the $30 range for all of them. All right, so speaking of paying up, I did pay up on these. These are Shiny Brights in a Shiny Bright box. They're pink. They have the mica on them. I paid $10 for this box of them. These ones will easily go 30. I'm probably going to get more than 30, probably in the $40 range for them. So I was willing to up pay on these ornaments because they're in great condition. The type of Shiny Brights they are, they will sell so fast. My Shiny Brights always sell really fast. More ornaments. We'll go through these quickly because this isn't an ornament video, but some unique ones. Some more of these ones. These ones are pretty cool. They've got a pattern to them. They're snow cap. So these ones will sell for more because there's some snow cap ones in here. Some glitter ones. So I got those for $3. They'll easily go for 15 to 18, probably actually more, 18 to 20. And I'll have to look at them and make sure they're all the same brand. The snow cap ones might be Shiny Brights, and if they're not the same brand as the rest, then I'll pull them out separate. M&M Christmas lights. These always sell really fast for me. I actually pop them all off of the Christmas lights and just sell them, and then somebody can put them on their own lights. So these sell easily, $18. And more Christmas ornaments. I know you're saying so many, but literally I sold 5 Christmas ornaments today. So this is the time of year. If I can get them cheap, I still stock up on them. These are the different looks to the boxes. Basically what you're looking for is the brand on them. I know Holiday Home doesn't say that they're vintage in your head, but if you look at them, it says Fred Meyer's, which doesn't really exist anymore, and it says Roush. Roush is a good brand. They're glass. They're made in the USA. The type of crowns on them, that's what you're looking for when you're looking for vintage ornaments. Some more fun stuff. Holiday stuff. Let's keep with the holiday stuff. It is still Halloween time, so we're picking up Halloween left and right. It's selling crazy enough, even though Halloween's only a couple weeks away. People are buying it to add to their stuff. So Flying Bat vintage, got it for $3. It's worth somewhere between the $20 to $30 range. We got a Halloween puzzle. I picked it up for $2. It's new in the box. It's not like a huge profit for it. It's like a $15 puzzle, but the fact that it's new in box is why I grabbed it, because that makes it easy for me to list. People like to buy it if it's that way. And animated Gimme Floating Ghost. I just sold one of these the other day. It was close to it was in the $30 range for it. I picked this one up for $5. So hopefully, I've got to test it, make sure everything works, but those are cool pickups. Let's see. On to Jason's random pickups, because everybody loves these ones. We got clowns. I don't even know, guys. Not really. I have more clowns on my shelf that I should. I'm going to start putting these out as Halloween decorations. So I have this clown, and I have this clown statue. Tell me what you think. Creepy, or would you sell them? I haven't lensed them to see what they're worth. I don't know. They could be $10. They could be $50. It's one of those weird things. So we got this brass on, hold on, it's not marble, it's onyx, I think. I got it in a box of stuff, so it probably wasn't that much. It's missing its sword, but I bet I can still sell it for like a decent amount, 15, 20 bucks or something for that. We found just a whole bunch of random things that I still need to look up. So I don't even know, like necklaces from Morocco, which is kind of leftover box from that estate that we went through. and it just has all these random things that I'm going to need to look up prices on. But one cool thing that we did find in that box was this vintage knife, and when we lensed it, it's probably a $150 knife. So that's a pretty good pickup. Some more of the glass, depression glass. I love depression glass. The colored glass sells good, is always good. Some random baby moccasins and some random glass. This little guy is fun. This little bird. I actually really like him. I think when I looked him up, he was like $15 for him. It was in a box of stuff, so at the most, everything in the box was $1. Yeah, it's like 15 to 20 for this little bird. He's in great shape. No chips or cracks. Some more of the colored glass. This is not uranium glass. I can tell right off the bat because of the color of the color of green, and it goes into the ombre. I am going to blacklight it just for fun. I always blacklight all my glass before I sell it because milk glass can also be uranium glass. These I have to look up. So there's a hole that's been drilled in the side of one of them. So I don't even know if it's worth it. I need to look and see the stamps on them. I don't see anything that designates that it's sterling silver, but I was going to double check that before I did anything with them. Ended up with a whole bunch of the clear cut glass. You guys know how much I love this. I usually lot these up and sell them on Marketplace just to get them gone. And then we also had random pieces from a cast iron stove. We don't have the whole stove, so I've got to lot that up to sell it off. And then in that same box, there's a whole bunch of these little Mardi Gras masks. So I might lot these up to sell them. And then this one was cool though. This horse. And it has its little podium thing for it to stand on. We looked it up and it was actually worth a decent amount of money. I've still got to test it. It actually has batteries to use it. So it looks like it was $30. And I'm not seeing anybody else who really has that podium for it to stand on. So that might make it a little more unique, might sell it a little faster. Kind of excited about that. But this, we're going to call this the bag of shame. This is Jason's toy haul. So we have random little dolls that are kind of beat up. We'll see if any of them are worth anything. Lotted up a whole bunch of cars. So I might have to lot these up and sell them off. We have random other toys that I'm going to have to go through and possibly lot up some more. This one is kind of fun. This is a whole bunch of furniture. It's all wood furniture, and there's some dolls in here, and there's actually some calico critters. So I'm going to go through this. This might be worth it to sell as a lot of stuff. Then there's like these little tiny genie looking dolls in here. Some of this stuff I'm learning as I go of what's even in this bag. It's just a ton of random toys that I'm going to spend a lot of time on. So it's Nickelodeon Shimmer and Shine teeny tiny genies. So it looks like a lot of them will sell for like $10 to $12. So I've got like 4 or 5 of them. So we'll lot these up and sell them. Sometimes that works really well. And then there's just like literally just toys that I'm going to have to go through and see if the toys themselves are worth anything or if they're just kind of McDonald's toys or what they are in here. Some Hello Kitties. Sometimes these sell well. My Little Pony, which I'm gonna have to look and see if it's a vintage one. Just some random little Mr. Potato Head toys, and sometimes these just end up getting thrown out at a yard sale in a big bag and let somebody else buy them to just play with for their kids. So we do have a few other things. Let's see. So we do have 2 Funko Pops. As much as I complain about Funko Pops and I don't buy them anymore, turns out Jason still does. They were $1. So for $1, I can probably get $10 out of them. So it's not that bad of a buy, actually. It's a pretty good buy. It's just whether they sit for a minute or not. And then have a vintage Dillard's trimming Christmas ornament, new in box. It's a skier one. I think this one was like $15–20 range for it. And last is Dino Blocks Mega Blocks. It's with the box. I need to double check that all the pieces, it looks like it's new in box, just damaged box. I'm gonna probably check it and make sure all the pieces are in there. But I got it for $5 and they were selling like $20 to $30. So let me, which one? This one? Oh, I forgot. I have this big loader toy. This one's pretty fun. This set is from Tommy, and you got it. How much did you pay for this? $9 for this, but the ones that we saw were selling for like $60. So I'm thinking that's what this one should go for, in that $60 range. People like the vintage toys. They're funner. I don't know. Oh, speaking of vintage toys, I picked up my own. So this one is a Disney set. It's like a little track that goes around and connects to all these different like rides. And there's even like a little boat that takes them, or the Disney train that takes them. And it's the cutest thing that I've ever seen that I didn't know existed. And it still has like little Disney figures. I picked it up for $20, and they sell for like $40 so, but all the pieces themselves sell for $10 to $15. So I could piece it out and make a lot of money piecing it out, but it looks like the set's complete. So part of me is torn about selling it, piecing it out, or keeping it for myself, which I don't know why I would keep it. I don't have little kids anymore, but this is the problem with being a reseller. Sometimes you luck into cool stuff that you want to keep for yourself. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Anything you learned new, and maybe what you would hoard for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys.